So step 13 is a tricky one that gave me a little bit of a headache. So I'm going to go through very step by step here with this one. So we're going to make an extrusion to create these teeth, which is basically going to cut a groove into this shaft here. When we make the extrusion, we want to remove so that we create a hole for a tooth to go into, or a slot. We're going to set the depth to 10 millimeters, and that will be how tall it is, 10 meters altogether, 10 millimeters altogether. And then we need the second end position button to be clicked, and we're going to set that to 1 millimeter. And what that's going to do is make the extrusion jump up 1 millimeter so it doesn't go all the way down to the base right here. So it's going to come up 1 millimeter and then go 10 millimeters of cut by doing that. So there's another couple little tricky parts to this that might come to bite us a little bit. So I'll try and point those out as we go. So I'm actually going to hide the spinner so that I'm just looking at my wonderful little sketch here. And we're going to take that piece and that piece. We're going to make an extrusion. We want to remove with our extrusion from those two faces there. We want the depth to be 10 millimeters. We want the second end position so that it lifts up off the bottom there a little bit by 1 millimeter. And one thing they forgot to put in their directions is right here, this blue thing. We need to select a merge scope, and the merge scope needs to be the spinner. So once you've got all that selected, you can go ahead and hit the checkbox, turn the spinner back on, and see what you've got. It looks like mine did not work. I do not have a slot up here like this. And I did do everything right except for one thing. If you look at this, we can see that these two are going up and this one's going down. We need them all to be going in the same direction. So we're going to click that to flip it over. And now you can see it's raised up above the bottom here a little bit. And we've got this slot for a tooth to go into as this thing gets drug around and spun around by the teeth being pulled through it being pulled through the teeth, something like that. And I think then it's okay for us to hit our green checkbox. We have a slot in our spinner. Pretty cool.